Microscopic Milton is very small indeed. He lives in a clock on the mantelpiece in the parlour of a house that belongs to a lady named Mrs. Witherspoon. No one knows he's there, apart from Milton's friend Douglas, who spends most of his time asleep in front of the fire, and, of course, you. One morning, Microscopic Milton woke up bright and early and was ready for a hearty breakfast. But when he opened the cupboard, it was completely empty. It must be shopping day, thought Milton, and he sat down to write a shopping list. Now, let me see. 1 baked bean, 1 cornflake. Yes, that should do it. Milton got dressed and walked to the edge of the mantelpiece. He looked down to see his best friend Douglas asleep by the fire as usual. Milton called in a tiny voice that only dogs can hear. "It's shopping day. Can you give me a lift to the shops?" "Woof," said Douglas, and reached up so that Milton could jump onto the end of his nose. Then off they went to the shops. When they reached the supermarket, a sign outside said, "No dogs allowed." So Douglas waited outside with all the other dogs while Milton went to get the shopping. The trouble was, Milton couldn't reach any of the shelves, and besides, all the food was so big. "I need some help," thought Milton. So he climbed to the top of a stack of baked bean tins and waited until a shop assistant walked by. "Excuse me," he shouted as loud as he could. "I would like 1 baked bean and a cornflake, please." The assistant didn't notice Milton at all, even though he was waving his arms like a windmill. Suddenly, the tins started to wobble. Down fell Milton, down fell the tins, and down fell some large black olives. "Ah!" shrieked the shop assistant. "A big, black, shiny beetle!" Milton quickly hid as the shop assistant screamed and began to pull everything off the shelves as she searched for him. "Ugh, I hate olives," said Milton. Then he noticed a lady who was giving away free samples of cheese. "I'll ask her for help," he decided, "and try a spot of cheese while I'm at it." Milton climbed onto the table and helped himself to a tiny cube of cheese. The lady on the cheese counter was quite surprised to see the cheese moving about and decided to take an early lunch. Milton was getting fed up and very hungry. "I know. I'll ask the checkout girl. Maybe she'll help me." So Milton climbed onto the checkout desk. "Excuse me, I'd like 1 baked bean and a cornflake, please," shouted Milton. But it was no use. The checkout girl couldn't hear Milton's microscopic voice. "I know," he thought. "I'll whistle. She's bound to hear that." So Milton filled his tiny lungs as much as he possibly could and blew. The checkout girl couldn't hear a thing, but all the dogs waiting outside could. There was food everywhere. Douglas couldn't bear to look. "I've got the shopping," said Milton. "Let's go home." "I've got enough food to last for a month," said Milton. "And I didn't forget you." Milton took out a tasty dog biscuit and gave it to Douglas. "All's well that ends well," thought Douglas, and they both settled down to enjoy their meal.